Whenever I'm translating runway looks to doll looks, there's always a question of scale and there's a question of texture. You know, you never want to do everything literal, because if you make it exactly like it was made on the runway, it doesn't always work on a doll.
In this kind of project, it's like from what the stylist chooses, it's like, okay, what is she saying? What is this season saying? What's the overall, what do people want from this? So you take that choice and you shrink it down, and then you sort of make it into a little more cartoon-like. You make it more of an archetype. It really turns into something different.
I take a lot of creative liberties and often go by the rule that a doll is a doll. It should be beautiful, it should be fun to touch, it should be easy to play with, and so you kind of go with the fabrics accordingly.
Being in the industry, we do work with lots of other kind of dolls, but the materials are different. So choosing the materials becomes different for the texture of the skin on the doll, and having a few iterations of the 3D print, the fabric choices would change.
If it has a lot of movement and it's whimsical, then you're going with softer fabrics instead of something that maybe was a little stiffer and hard on the runway. It really begins with thinking of innovative ways to approach certain pieces. The Prada dress, for example, has a lot of embellishment and a lot of jewelry. And
so you are really using your imagination there. That is where you're taking some liberties, because you want to give the effect of those beautiful embellishments without compromising the vision of the garment.
We actually took actual prints from the runway and we scaled them down and had them custom printed. And it really makes a huge difference, especially on something like the Marc Jacobs coat. It's a really fun dialogue with Charlotte, who's the stylist, and the photographers and everybody involved to kind of pick the dream doll looks. But with the doll, you have a little bit more freedom to just kind of pick the most fantastical looks, and maybe the ones that are the hardest to pull.